Okay. Okay. Here we go. Can you hear me? All right, so I'm going to go back to 20, 40 degree shots and working on the vertical axis of the cue ball. So we're going to start very low, and we're going to kill the cue ball and trying to hold it right off the rail. There is very low and very smooth stroke. Just like that. So we're going to bounce off the cue ball, off the rail. And we're getting pretty much back where the object ball was. Maybe slightly behind it. So what does it do for us? We know that with this speed and being low on the cue ball, we get the cue ball right here. So to double the distance, we're going to raise our aim by one Q-tip up from very bottom. With the same speed, we're going to go slightly up. Same stroke, same everything, but a little bit higher. And that gave us a double the distance. So before we were here, now we doubled the distance, and now we're here. So it's a very useful tool for pool to know and control the cue ball. For example, you don't want to end up behind the ball, and you know that you need to move just the ball away. And that's what we're doing. So I'm going to shoot the same shot with the same aim, same speed. And right there, double the distance. All right. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen if we raise with the same stroke and we raise our aim point by another Q-tip? So we're going to go slightly below center with the same stroke, same shot, but I'm going to aim higher. And let's see what's going to happen here. I'm sure you know it's going to go triple the distance. Or even more. All right. So I don't have much draw left, and that's why cue ball was going forward. So I gotta give it a little bit more snap. Like that. Yeah. So now we tripled the distance. So first time we were here, second time we were here, and now we are here. It's a beautiful tool. It's a beautiful, and we're starting with a 20-degree angle shot. So this is about 20 degrees, or degree, 20 degrees or degree, 20 degrees. So I'm gonna show how it works. So to make the 5-ball in the pocket, so with now we got about 20-degree angle here, okay? All right, so now we got a small angle, but we need to get further out, like half of a table, for example. What are we gonna do? So I'm gonna give it a little bit more stroke, and let's try with a little bit more powerful stroke, starting from very bottom again, and see what's gonna happen. So now with that stroke, I traveled Probably 1, 2, 3. So with a low stroke, I travel 3 times the distance from the original stroke. And if I go higher, obviously I'm going to go even further out with the cue ball, with the little bit more powerful stroke. So I increase maybe by 25% the power of my stroke. All right. So we know that. What if we hit higher with the same stroke, slightly below center, with the same stroke? Now we're in the middle of the table. So, same 20-degree angle, we can control the cue ball pretty much from the rail and going all the way to the middle of the table. If I hit much harder, I can probably get on the other side. So let's hit even harder and see where we're gonna be. So very powerful stroke. Focus on making the ball below center. Not bad. So from 20-degree angle, from a 20-degree angle, and which is very shallow angle, we can move the cue ball almost 4 feet. We can easily move the cue ball 2 feet without any effort. For 4 feet, I need to hit it a little bit harder. Billiards to test, see how good. Yeah, but there's a lot of things involved. Besides that, English. English will change the outcome of the rebound of the cue ball and the object ball from the rail. So basically the spin of the ball. Right now we're shooting everything without a spin. So we're only working on vertical axis of the cue ball, up and down. No left, no right. Hey, Peter. Peter is back. So I'm going back, Peter, I'm back with this 20, 40, and 60-degree angles because these are magic of moving a cue ball. So pretty much we started with 20-degree angle and we moved from here, 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 center of the table, and eventually we got on the other side from a very shallow angle. Okay? If we want to follow, that's going to be a whole different story. So if we follow softly, it's going to pretty much hug the rail, right? And move towards the short rail, knowing that, same thing, we can play with how high we hit on the ball and how strong we hit the ball. So from here, we can send the cue ball a few rails around the table and so on. Like get a shape on the next ball. So here we're going to hit a little harder, and I'm shooting above the center. Oh, hello, I'm back to the middle of the table. So working with this 20-degree angle, we can manipulate the cue ball without English. So there was no English on it. So I'm back to the middle of the table, which is a very important skill to get back in the middle of the table when you play a straight pull, when you play one pocket, when you play 8-ball, or any game. So now if we hit much higher, basically to the limit, let's see what's going to happen. So we're hitting very high on the ball. I'm basically right on the top of the cue ball, and I'm going to give it a little bit more stroke. So from this very shallow angle, I can go 4 feet here and 4 feet back. So 8 feet of the cue ball after colliding with the object ball. Well, same thing here. So obviously, if we go to a 40-degree angle, so now we have a 40-degree angle. So this is a 40-degree angle. And approximately, I didn't measure the angle, but I think it's 40, maybe 35 or something like that. So we're gonna, every stroke, from a minimum stroke, we're gonna double the distance of original stroke. And we need to know that, because depends on your shot, depends on your stroke, depends on what you need to do. You can send the cue ball or put it in the spot where you need to put it. So I'm going to shoot this with a very, very, very light stroke. So like a pretty much drag shot, trying to kill the cue ball, but I'm not using any English. So as soft as I can to make the 5. All right. So we ended up pretty much in the third shot from the shallow angle. So a first shot on a 40-degree angle will triple our distance pretty much. But let me try to go a little bit softer. I hurt my back a little bit playing pickleball. I feel it. So hard to bend down. All right, so here we go. We're going to go in a very light stroke, a drag shot. All right, so pretty much it's triple the distance or even 4 times than original cue ball right here. I mean, yeah, so the first shot, we can stop the ball here, bounce it off the rail very little. Hello, guys. Oh. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second, please. What's going on, player?
Hey, what's up?
How did you do?
I lost my first match. 3 in a row.
I'll be right back. I'm back. Got a call from Mike. And he was telling me about the tournament and everything. Sorry. I'm right back. Oh, all right, that's fine. All right, so let's go back to first shot that we took. And then we go to the first shot of the next angle. So here is, we can easily hold the cue ball here. Right? And get right back off the rail where it was. So from this angle, we're going to come out here with the pretty much same stroke. So we know that the cue ball is going to run on us 4 times further because the angle increased double from 20 to 40. So I'm going to go same stroke. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 times. So now we understand that if we do that and we raise the aim point from very low, 1 tip up on that vertical axis of the cue ball, we're going to go even further with the same stroke. So now I'm higher, and let's go with the same stroke. A little bit too hard on the stroke. I couldn't reach it. A little too stretched out. I'll go about here. I'll move this cue ball. Yeah, that's much better. So here we go. I'm raising a tip higher and hit the same stroke. All right, now I'm in the middle of the table. All right, so we understand that. So on the second increment of the stroke, we're already in the middle of the table. And that is, and we traveled 1, 2 feet. Here we go. Same stroke, but we're gonna raise the aim point closer to the center, but still below center with the same stroke. And see where we're gonna end up. And we traveled another foot. So every time on a 40-degree angle we raise the aiming point, we travel a foot. So now we need to know that. So a foot, foot, and a foot. And if we take 250 of these shots, we will know for sure where this ball's going every single time. And to change that, all we need to do, we don't need to change our stroke power up or down on the cue ball. So the lower we go, all right. Now, what happens if we increase the stroke, double our power, but keep it low? Let's check it out. Double the power, but I keep it low. That's probably triple the power, maybe too hard. But from here, we can start moving the cue ball with an ease. It's just no effort to move the cue ball. So let me go a little bit smooth. Doesn't matter if I'm going in the side pocket, it's just the way it's set up. No, I didn't hit enough ball. I made the ball, but I hit the rail first. I didn't make it clean. So I hit the ball fat, and that's why the energy of the cue ball absorbed by object ball. So let's make it a little bit more powerful. There we go. So now we go from the first shot. We already traveled like 4 or 5 feet, and without even trying hard. So what it tells us, if I go and I need to get for next ball, for example, close to this pocket, right? Right here. And I'm here. I can go zigzag without effort pretty much. So I'm just gonna go low, increase my stroke to probably 60, 70% and see what's gonna happen. Right? So I'm bouncing off the rail, get on this ball. All right? That's a wonderful thing to know. It's just amazing tool. Amazing tool for your pool toolbox. So one more time. And it's no English. I'm using only up or down on the ball. I don't use any English. 6 o'clock to the center of the ball. I missed the shot, but I'm going pretty powerful. All right, so what if we raise the Q-tip about 1 tip above previous point and hit it a little bit harder. Whoops. No good. No good, guys. Well, that's why we're practicing, so we don't miss the shots like that in the game. Right? I'm back at it. All right, so here we go. Nope, same mistake. Nice bank, huh? Nice bank. All right, so I'm a little jumpy. I'm a little bit jumpy. So I'm gonna go stay down and make this ball. My English wore off and my draw wore off. And that's why the cue ball went forward. So let's go back and hit it with a little bit of draw. I need to draw the ball. There you go. All right. The next one is a 60-degree angle. So that's more like maybe 50. I gotta go probably a little bit more. Let's try to get a little bit more. You know, I don't have a tool to measure the angle, obviously. But I would say would be the 60. So this could be the 60-degree like that. Yeah, I think that's plenty to 60-degree, maybe 50. But within 5-10 degrees, we can understand the principle of the shot. So now we're going low again in a very smooth, light stroke. So now we're traveling up and down the table with ease on a very light stroke. If you remember the first shot, we stopped here. Second, 40-degree angle, we were somewhere here. Now we're going up and down on a very light stroke, no effort at all. So that tells us that a cue ball has much more energy, many more times more energy than on the previous shots. So same shot, nice and smooth. Yep, up and down. So I travel 4.5 feet of the cue ball, maybe a little bit more. All right. So now we can increase the power and hit the same shot with a low aim, very low, 6 o'clock, but a little bit more And we easily go 8 feet. 4 and 4. And it's not just going 8 feet, it's controlled 8 feet. We control the cue ball. We know that it's going to go 8 feet up and down the table. So that's how the professionals, when they do that, they make it look so easy. Because they know exactly where they're going. So I'm going to raise the cue tip a little bit, shoot the softer stroke, see what's going to happen. All right. So first time I was about here. Now I traveled almost 2 extra feet because I raised the cue tip. So that tells us if I raise the tip, I go much further with the same power. So you can use it in your advantage, when you need to do it. Either you shoot with a softer stroke or a harder stroke. And also, we don't miss shots. We miss less shots when we hit with a lighter stroke than a very powerful stroke. You don't see professional players hitting the ball hard. All right, so look at that. We traveled 6 feet. Just raising a cue tip by 1 cue tip going up on the cue ball. So if I hit slightly below center, let's see where I'm gonna end up. Can you guys see the table and everything? I just want to make sure. Yeah, you can see the table. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, please. Help my channel to grow. It's all about getting better, practice, learning from different people. I'm not here to show off that I can do something or cannot do something. I'm here to show you how to practice and what to practice and how I practice to get better. So, slightly below center, hitting the same shot with a light stroke. So now we traveled up and down again. So we can get up and down with many different ways, from many different angles, except like here, it's really hard to go up and down. But here, we can already achieve that on a 40-degree angle. 60-degree angle, you don't need much effort to go up and down. So in the real game, you recognize what's going on. Where are you at? What's happening? How far you need to go. So I'm going to go much harder now, much harder below center. So, but there you go. The harder we hit, the less accurate we become. Our fundamentals break down. We don't hit the cue ball where we have to hit it. Everything breaks down. So you need to know your limits. How hard you want to hit it, and if you need to hit it that hard. So I'm still going to hit it hard. But now we went 1, 2, and 3. I didn't make the ball. Almost made it, but the cue ball goes 12 feet already with this shot, which is significant. We go 3 times up and down. Still, all right. So we're on the same line pretty much as all these shots, but we went up, down, and come back here. So we're 11 feet. Traveled 11 feet. That's a lot. The table is 9, so we did 9 and a little bit more. Now, well, what if you hear? What's going to happen? What if you're shooting a very slim shot like that? Basically, what happens here is we don't have much contact with an object ball. So the cue ball will be running no matter how hard or how soft you shoot it. Obviously, if you shoot it softer, it's going to run less, but it's still going to run. It's really hard to control the cue ball from here. So we'll call this 90 would be here, so 75-degree angle, I think, 80. And that's not an easy shot, so we have to just cut it thin, and I always say cut it thinner than you think. So if you think you cut it enough, adjust a little bit more. So here I'm going low, same stroke, light stroke, and I'm just focusing on making this ball. But with very light stroke, we already made 8 feet. We made the cue ball travel 8 feet, up and down. And that's what we need to understand. All right. So obviously, if I go harder or I raise the aiming point by a tip, we're going to get a little bit more energy. So I'm going to raise the tip, and I'm going to go between the very bottom and center. So second increment. Look at that. Beauty. So first time we went 1, 2. Now we went 1, 2, and almost 3. And all I did is I raised the tip. I raised the aiming point by 1 tip. So if you incorporate all this knowledge in your game, you can control the cue ball like God, like professional player. It's actually very simple. Just got to practice, practice, and practice. So now I'm hitting the center ball pretty much, slightly below center, and see where we're going to go. I missed the shot, yes. But I'm bouncing again. So let's see again. One more time. I'm hitting slightly below center and firing this ball. I overcut, yeah. But now we understand it goes 3 times up and down, 12 feet. So when you shoot this shot like this, you don't need all that power. Not very often. I mean, sometimes maybe in different cases you need a power, but you have to use the stroke to make this ball. So that's what you need to learn. Okay, at what point I'm going to break down and miss it, right? So you see, I tuned it down, the stroke, by much, and I went up, down, and only half of the table versus getting here. So that tells me with that speed, with that power, I can make this ball perhaps 90%. If I hit it much harder, it becomes a 50% ball. So there you go. Incorporate this knowledge, use it, practice, and practice, practice, practice is the most important thing. Nobody gets anything for free. You have to earn it. Only 8 likes. After all that hard work, guys, somebody needs to fix that problem and hit the like button. I'm not even talking about super thanks button, but at least the like button. I'm giving you information that you can buy for $100 an hour from a professional player lesson, or 100 or 150. So let's go. I don't like this setup, but I'll go here. That's fine. So another thing we're going to do, and very important thing, we're going to hit this one ball, and you're going to say it's a very easy shot. Yes, it is. If you shoot normal speed, and you're supposed to make 100 out of 100 here. But what if you hit the same ball with everything you got? Everything. What's going to happen then? Will your fundamentals break down? They probably will. We need to move that ball a little bit further away from the pocket. So let's see. I'm going to hit it as hard as I can. You see that? I hit the ball way off center. The cue ball hit here, here, and went out. So I made a ball, but it was not straight. I couldn't deliver the cue ball in the center of the object ball because I did the stroke with tremendous force. So I'm going to realign this a little bit, make it a little bit harder. And that's another exercise, and very good exercise, to learn when your fundamentals break down to the point where you cannot make that ball anymore. Actually, you can find similar exercise in Mark Wilson's book, Play Great Pool. You see that? With all that power, I missed the easiest ball in the world. I want to see how I did that. And that's a good exercise. So I'm going to tune it down slightly. And also I'm stretched. I don't think I have a good setup, but that's fine. You're not always shooting perfect. Much better. But I still hit the ball off center. I'm looking at my previous shot on my phone because I'm watching the same stream as you guys. I'm going to put the camera in front of it so we can see how bad this stroke breaks down. 48 watching and only 9 likes after 45 minutes of hard work, guys. I'm giving you priceless material. Priceless. All right, here we go. I'm looking at my shot. Oh, wow. All right. So I'm going to use a closed bridge here. Here we go. Oh, not that easy, huh? Not that easy. All right. Well, I made it much harder for myself because I'm stretched and I'm shooting this. I should be shooting it from this angle, but that's fine. I mean, I'm not complaining. Not looking for excuses. So I think I hit it on the left side twice. So on the left side of the ball and the right side in the camera. And that's the thing to work on. When you hit it that hard, everything breaks down. I lost the cue ball. So still hit it on the left side of the ball because the cue ball went this way. Cue ball never lies. We know that. Let's put some chalk. And hit a bunch of shots like that. Well, much better, but still, cue ball goes not forward, not backwards. It goes on the angle. That means I don't hit the ball face on with that power. But that's fine. Already better. Again, same mistake. I'm hitting on the left side of the ball every time. And the cue ball is spinning. That means I don't hit it in the center. I hit it probably on the left side of the ball or the right side. Let's see. Much better, but still moving forward with the spin. Just for example, here how it looks. A simple stop shot from this distance without any power. Here's how it looks. Right, and miss it, of course. All right, let's go back, calm down, and make a shot, right? So, here how's normal stop shot looks. Right? So no energy, just make it, stop it, all good. But we have to hit it hard and try to hold it on the same line. Hello, Lucius. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Appreciate it. If you have any questions, please ask. So I'm hitting slightly below center with a lot of power again. Yes, this is it. All the power I had, and I stopped it there. Look at this. So this is what I need to work on. Perfect. This is what I need to work on. So at that point, my fundamentals didn't break down, and I held my stroke and everything together. So what we're learning here, if we can deliver and make this ball with this amount of force, all you need to do in real life, tune it down, and you'll become unstoppable. Because if you can make the ball with that amount of force, if you go slower, then shots become very easy. There you go. Another one. Another one. Straight on the line. It didn't move much. I mean, the backwards, that's fine. I'm talking about left or right. So what I did here is I shortened my bridge a little bit, and I stopped pulling back too far. Yeah, I mean, those are the super hard shots. I mean, they look like they're easy, but with all that force, it's really hard to hold all the fundamentals together. See, this time I lost it again and went woof, on your screen and went to the right. For me, it went to the left a lot. And I usually shoot with an open bridge. These shots I'm shooting with a closed bridge because I want to hold the cue stick and everything intact. All right, a little bit better, a little bit better. I hit it too low. Too low. I got to hit slightly higher on the cue ball, maybe closer to the center. Yes, right there, guys. A slight movement, but with that power, the object ball was here. So with that power, I'll take it. From that position, I know that is even a... well, the draw shot is very simple. Light grip, right? You don't need a very long bridge, maybe like a medium-sized bridge. So light grip. 1, warm-up strokes. 2, 3, pause on the cue ball, aim low, and follow through. Don't grab the cue stick, let it go. Let the stick to do all the work. So here how it looks. Oh, I hit too low, too low, too low. And also it doesn't help to shoot any of those shots being stretched like me. So I set myself in a stretched position. So that's another obstacle in the pool. When you stretch, everything becomes harder. There's your little draw shot. See? So you have to hit low on the cue ball. Right? And the cue stick got to go forward, follow through. That's how the cue ball is going to start going backwards. So the cue stick going, following through, gives a backward momentum for a cue ball. So start with very short shots, like this, super short shots, like this, right? And gently, light grip, line up, and just gently draw. Not much, just like this. You see that? Gently. And stay down, don't jump. So when you get more familiar with the feeling, just a little harder, like this, right? And so on. So build up. There's actually a very good exercise. So you put a cue ball here, object ball here, right? I don't know if you're righty or lefty. Well, when it's far, then you add more power because your draw is going to wear out. So if you're familiar with the drag shot, so the drag shot is basically you start with the draw, cue ball's going forward, but it's spinning backwards. Eventually the draw wears out and it starts going forward like this. So that's called a drag shot. So the draw shot, you have to have enough spin so when the cue ball reaches the object ball, it has enough draw to hit it and still going backwards. So you need a little bit of oomph there. You know, like I'm rushing a little bit. So you need a pretty good amount of oomph. Right? So start here, right, on this one, and draw it 2 feet back. So your object ball is always here, but you put cue ball on the set. So object ball always on the first diamond. Start from first diamond and draw it about 2 feet back. So like this, right? Then put object ball goes back, cue ball goes second diamond. Try to draw 2 feet back. Right? Like this, right? So then object ball same, cue ball here, and so on. You just practice to get more and more. So do like 5, 10 in a row. So you have a successful draw, 5, 10 in a row. And if you're stuck here, like you can't go any further, just work on this distance until you get more power out of it and you move a little bit further. So you move a little bit further, you move this ball here, this ball stays here, then you here, here, and here. And see if, you know, how far you can draw it back. A good professional player easily can draw back from here, hit this rail, and get somewhere in the area. But it's always starts with the shorter distance, and then you just grow. Just keep going. I know it's boring, maybe it's hard, but that's the only way. There's no shortcuts here. Right? So, where are we? Yes, increase the lengths, but you want to make sure that you're going to make 10 shots in a row. Not 3, not 1, not 2. Make sure you get to 10. You know, very consistent shots from here to here. And like I put a patch or a dollar bill or something so you can land the cue ball on the same spot every time. So you're going to learn short draw, stronger draw, and so on. So first diamond, second diamond, start playing with it. I hope I answered your question. Let me take a couple of this, a couple more. I want to get right in line with it. Yes! Perfect. For that power, it's perfect. And draw is very useful. Like we did this 20, 40, and 60 and 80 degree angles. Draw is very important. It's a very important tool. Not terrible. Not terrible. But remember, you have to find that limit where you start missing that shot, where fundamentals break down, where your posture breaks down, where you're not hitting the ball properly, and then you know this is my limit. I cannot go any further with the power. So you have to tune down the power. Unless you build something, unless you work on it and build a better shot. So this one I didn't hit below center, I hit above the center and I went forward. Hey, Ron. Oh, wow. I lost the cue ball. Too much I hit a lot. So I tend to hit on your screen right side of the ball. From my point of view, left side of the ball. So that means I'm slightly off. So my cue ball gets here with that power. Yeah, too much adjustment. Now I'm on the right side. Couple more of this. I'll take that. So I can see I ended up slightly, interesting. Yeah, slightly to the right side of the line between these two dots. So I ended up with my cue stick facing about this, slightly to the right. I'm always watching where my tip ends up after the shot so I know if I delivered the cue ball properly or not. I like those shots and angles. Yes. Well, when you're straight, you can always manufacture the angle by cheating the pocket. So shooting the left side of the pocket, right side of the pocket, depends how big of your pocket is, you can always create an angle. And with a little bit more powerful shot, you can create an angle. I'm happy with that. Not terrible. Couple more. Yeah, I was playing pickleball this morning. I got a little something in my back, so. All right, a couple more. Relax the grip and let go. Oh, those are too hard. All right, so not happy about this. I'm going to work on this shot at home and get it pretty straight. So now another thing, Lucius, the draw would depend on the condition of the table. The draw will depend on humidity. The draw will depend on how clean the balls are. The cleaner they are, easier to get a draw. Dirty table, right? No one ever vacuumed it, or there's skin, obstacle, whatever, dirt on the table. Hard to get a draw. Like when you come to a bar or a pool hall and tables are dirty, just try it and you'll see how hard it is to draw on the dirty conditions. So you have to understand that also. So when you get to a new environment, always give it a couple shots and see, okay, this is my normal shot, what's going to happen? Oh, I don't get much draw out of it. Okay. So before you play anywhere on unfamiliar territory, shoot couple three railers, right? For example, like if that's how you're gonna know if table plays short, long, or what conditions of it. So if I don't know if you guys can see that. Here, I'm gonna back up as much as I can. Here, I'll put it here now. All right. Here we go. All right, so what I do when I get to the new environment, so this is 0. So this diamond right here, imaginary diamond, it's not here, but it's 0, right? So I'm aiming my cue ball to the second diamond on the long rail right here. So I put my cue ball on this line, okay? And I shoot it with a nice smooth stroke and a running English. Running English in this case is 1 o'clock on the ball. And I want to see, I know this is a 3-rail shot, so I know if the table plays true. So from this line, with the running English, I got to make the cue ball in this pocket. So let's see if it plays true. All right, so this table plays short, and I knew it because I already tested it. And it plays short by half of a diamond. So now, I put the cue ball on the same line, and I'm going to aim, instead of second diamond, I'm going to aim diamond and a half right here and test it. All right, here we go. Okay, so I made the ball pretty easy. So what I understand here, that every time I shoot any shots that require 2-rail kicks, 3 rails, I need to play longer because the table plays shorter. So, right? For example, we're playing 1 pocket. And I got to make my opponent's ball, right? And here I go. I know that, you know, I'm somewhere, well, let's put it this way. I'm behind the rack, okay? Any position, put me here. I'm behind the rack. And I cannot get to that ball, but I need to make it. Just, you know, just a situation like this. I got to make this ball. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play longer on the table. So if I'm going to start moving my aiming point up. So that way I know the table plays short, so I'm going to move up on this rail. That's going to bring me to the pocket. If I go shorter on the rail, it's going to bring me away from the pocket. So here we go. Okay. So I'm aiming right there, make my mind, and take a shot. Huh? Almost, right? There you go. So every time you shoot, you have to feel the conditions. Like, I'm gonna shoot same ball, and I'm on the line. This is 0, 10, 20, 30. So this third diamond I called 30. So same on this side. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. So I'm going to aim at 15. From 30, I'm going to aim at 15, center ball. And I need to make this ball. It's so hard to see diamonds on this table. I can't see from the other side, but I kind of know where I'm going. And here we go. Right? So, you know, when you play on new conditions, check how the rails are, for example, banking, right? Because, you know, set up a bank and see where you're going with it. Just a simple bank, right? Okay. So I played a little long. I'm going to increase the speed slightly. There you go. All right? So you have to like take familiar shots on the table to understand where you're at and what's happening with the ball, what's happening with the cushions, what's happening with the air conditioner, right? What if it's humid? The ball plays slower. So you have to know all these things. I want to practice a couple one pocket breaks, if you don't mind, guys. Well, you have to consider it because when you come and play, somebody playing on this table for years and you have no clue how it plays, but for them it's a home court advantage. So that's very important to understand conditions. All right, here we go. One pocket break. All right, not too bad. That's an excellent break. I don't think my opponent can make this ball. If he can, I don't know. Let's try it. Just want to try it. Oh boy, my opponent made that ball. We could be in trouble, but the cue ball ran, and so far so good. Still alive. I don't know if you guys are familiar with one pocket, but it's a very nice game. So my opponent wants to do some damage here. Not terrible, but not good, because I wanted to be here, and I needed to be here. So from here, I'm leaving the bank, and the cue ball's going into the stack. Nope, I missed the 13. But there's no shot here. Nope, no shot. Well, what if we do this? Miscued. All right. So what I want to do is, I don't want to play one pocket, I want to practice one pocket. What I'm going to do is break and try to run as many balls as I can in one pocket. So I'm going to break one pocket break. And if I see shot, I'm going to take it. If I don't see a shot, I'm going to take ball in hand. That's a very good exercise to shoot as many, because you have to have an excellent cue ball control to shoot as many balls in one pocket as possible. Do I have a shot? I think I have the 9 ball. Tough, but I'll go for it. Hey, cue ball. Cue ball running. All right, so we got 1. Come on. Oh, bah. Okay. I'm going a combination 10-7. Oh, I lost it. I lost the 10. Unbelievable. Yesterday I played 15-ball rotation. You play entire 8-ball rec with 9-ball rules. Of course, yeah. Can you run 15? That's a tough one. So guys, I think the run's going to be over because I'm going for this bank, and I don't think I have enough room to get through. Let's see what's going to happen. Get in there. Get in there. Come on. Oh, yes. No. No, 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 no. Look at that. Look at that 11 ball. Adventure Life Nova. Hello. So can we get to this 11 ball, huh? No, don't scratch. All right. So, not bad. Yeah, I'm going home tomorrow. So maybe I'll play tomorrow morning. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. But table at home is much tougher than this. So it'll be very interesting to see what I can do on the 4-inch pockets versus 5-inch pockets. Maybe a couple more breaks. Where are you guys from? Anybody? Lucius, where are you from? Yeah, I hit too much ball, but that's fine. Toronto, yes, Toronto. I have another guy from Toronto, a Russian guy from St. Petersburg playing pool. And I have friends in Toronto. That was an ugly shot. And I have friends in Toronto also. I don't think I can squeeze that in. That's not a good way. Yeah, there's another guy in the stream. He lives in Toronto, and he plays in. I forgot the name of the pool hall where Alex Pagalian plays. Maybe you know. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Так я. Oh, Dmitry. Confusion. Confusion, my friend. All right, do we have a shot? Yes, we do have a shot here. So we have 10 ball and a 9 ball. Not a pretty break, but oh wow. Got to get back on the 9 ball somehow. So I'm going to bounce back off the rail and try to get on a 9. No, terrible. I got to shoot again. This I got to shoot again. Not even in the vicinity of the pocket. I can't win like this. Yeah, that's much better. All right, so traveling a very long distance. Do we get lucky here? No, we don't have a shot. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. I don't think I can bank this. And I don't have a shot. So I went for a break in trying to get a spot, in trying to get Seattle. Oh yeah, Seattle. Been there, done it. Do I have a 2-ball, guys? Oh man, it's so tight. We're still running. I think I got a 2. And I gotta go through the pile and get a next shot. Did I get through? No, I did not. 13, guys. Impossible shot. Impossible. All right. I don't think I can cut this. Well, I have a couple options to continue running. This is not going, this is not going. I can't even swing to get there. 1 ball, 3 rails. Oh, so close. But no cigar. No cigar. Well, that's why 1 pocket is extremely hard game. You have to get everything in 1 hole. You must get everything in 1 hole. Can we get a bank on a 6 after this? Yeah, I gotta make that. Stretched. Not happy. Too much pickleball this morning. Hurt my back. Mama. There's nothing good here, guys. I'm in big trouble. Oh, double kissed. Thought it was going. Ba-da-ba-bum. Okay. What do we have here? Cannot bank it with this pockets, but I can go 3 rails on the 1. So I'm thinking 3 rails on the 1. Wow, that's a tough shot, guys. Let's see the cue ball. Yep, I kissed it. Hey, it counts. Get in there. Oh, all right. Didn't get in there. Yeah, typical mistake. Undercut. I'm going to take out the 1 ball. Rail first, bank. Like that. Yep. I don't think I can bank this. It's close to the rail. Or on the rail. Lefty? Almost. Not bad for a lefty. I'm just fooling around, guys. Got the 11. And there's so many balls in the pocket, they're gonna start jumping out now. I don't think I could make that. No room. No room anymore. No room. Oh, I don't want to hit that phone. Well, this place, this is community pool hall in Florida. Pool room. Community pool room, where a bunch of old guys are playing. All right, let's do a 2-rail on the 12th right here. No, not even close. So I cut it too much. Cut it too much. Closer to the pocket. There you go. So close. So I'm gonna go rail first for the 8-ball in that pocket with all the balls in it. I'm not sure if, yeah. Otherwise I couldn't do anything with it. So we're gonna bank it here. Get out of the way, cue ball. Looks like it was going actually. A little short. A little bit itsy bitsy short. So either we cut it a little bit more or add left English. So either or. So I added English, I added touch of left, and I aim at the same spot. So when the ball reached that rail, it twisted and went to the hole. So you have to learn to adjust on the conditions. You see that? Boom. Anything else, guys? Because I'm getting tired. Actually, a nice. Cheaper tables, very cheap Brunswick tables, big pockets. You know, you can run a few balls here. But I don't know, a little too hot. I don't know who set up there's no thermostat to set up. You got a sensor on the wall, that's all to it. But I'm not complaining. It is what it is. I can't say it's hot, I can say it's warmer. Let's just have a 1 straight pull break. See what we can do. Alex Pagaline, Lion Pagaline. Yeah, I've seen Alex. Alex sometimes is funny. And I got stuck right away. Come on. First shot and I get stuck. I don't need to raise that high. Yeah. I got stuck. Not happy about that. Oh boy. What am I going to do? Here, what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Yes, go practice, must practice. Practice makes better. 100% guaranteed. Thanks for watching. Oh boy. Too straight, huh? Nope, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go, man. I don't want to go dancing. I don't want to go dancing. No, I didn't hit it. I didn't hit it. I did not hit that one. All right, guys. Got a back pain from that pickleball. I'm closing the shop. Thank you very much for watching. Before you go, please like, subscribe. I truly appreciate you being with me. I hope to see you next time. Take care.